Hey, everybody. Good to be with you. Cindy Baker here, your productivity coach, speaker, all the things. And I'm here to talk about your workspace. So, we're going to talk about how to create a distraction-free workspace that fuels success. So, welcome everybody to today's training. And whether you're on here live or watching the replay on whatever platform you're on, I would love to hear from you. So say hi in the chat. Let me know that you are tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. That'd be great. Post any kind of questions you have, ahas, all the comments that you can. It always helps the algorithm. And then if you like this kind of training, then you'll see more of it. So whether you're an entrepreneur, busy professional, or just somebody looking to level up your productivity, you are in the right place. Because I'm Cindy Baker again. I'm a productivity coach and a speaker, and I specialize in helping distracted entrepreneurs stay focused, organized, and thrive. Even if you have ADHD or you struggle with focus, like so many of us do, you have to be able to manage your time well in order to make more profits in your business. So this is something that it's a learned skill, and it's something that we want to work on. So here's a question for you. How many of you feel like your workspace is working against you instead of for you? Maybe it's cluttered, maybe it's noisy or full of distractions. If that sounds familiar, then you are not alone. But today we're going to fix that. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have practical steps to help you change your workspace into a distraction-free zone that fuels your success. So here's what we'll cover in the next few minutes. We're going to talk about why your environment matters more than you think, the 3 biggest workspace mistakes that kill productivity, and a 5-step formula for creating a distraction-free workspace. Sound good? So, we all know that we get distracted easily, right? I mean, today our attention span is shorter than ever. And studies show that the average person loses 2 hours a day to distractions. 2 hours. You know how much more money you could make if you weren't distracted for those 2 hours? Imagine what you could accomplish if you reclaimed that time. I had a client that was constantly overwhelmed because her desk was a magnet for clutter, especially papers. And once we revamped the workspace, she started finishing projects. She was able to find things, and she was able to focus when she sat down to work on something. So here's the thing: your brain is constantly processing your environment, whether you realize it or not. Usually it's subconscious. Every piece of clutter, every noise, and every notification competes for your attention. So if you have a chaotic workspace, that equals a chaotic mind. When your environment is clear, and when it's focused and intentional, your brain can focus on what really matters, your work. So there's a huge connection between your ability to concentrate and focus and remember things and how messy your workspace is. I know that, that there used to be a little phrase where it said, something about a messy desk was a sign of a genius or something like that. Well, that's not true. So what are the 3 biggest mistakes that really kill productivity when it comes to your workspace? Anybody want to take a guess? Put in the chat if you think you know what the 3 biggest workspace mistakes are that kill productivity. Okay, yes. stuff everywhere, clutter everywhere. That's the first one. If you're surrounded by papers, random items, yesterday's coffee mug that you microwaved like 5 times because you kept forgetting that you microwaved it, then if you've got all that stuff around you, it's no wonder that you feel stuck, because clutter isn't just physical. Clutter is mental. So it doesn't have to be a huge overhaul. Just start with a quick declutter session. Keep only what you need for your current project and put the other stuff out of sight. Even if you don't have time to sort through it, just temporarily put it out of sight. I have a whole training in my coaching program on clutter, and four module series on that. But for now, just start with a quick declutter. And before you sit down to work on something, just put everything away that's competing for your attention. Okay. Mistake number 2, no boundaries. I see this a lot. Our, family members, roommates, pets constantly interrupting you. If your cat is walking across your keyboard all the time, you're not going to be as productive as if that wasn't happening, right? A workspace without boundaries invites distractions. And so you have to communicate your boundaries. A lot of us work from home now. And if you're an entrepreneur, you no doubt probably do work from home. And when you do, you have to communicate clear work hours, just like you were in an office. You create physical and visual barriers, you like a closed door. That's a huge hint, but you have to communicate, hey, if my door is shut, then I'm working on something. If it's okay for you to come ask me a question, then I'll leave my door cracked or open or something like that. You can use noise canceling headphones if there's no door to your work area and you want to be able to concentrate. A lot of different things that you can do, but you've got to set some boundaries. And the third mistake, which kind of goes along with clutter, but it's just digital distractions. Your phone, your email, your Slack notifications, they're all productivity killers. Use tools like do not disturb mode, app blockers. So I tell my clients to put their phone in another room, because even if it's off next to you, it's tempting to turn it back on, right? So you can even use a separate device for work tasks only. So try that. Now I have a 5-step formula that's going to help you declutter your workspace so that you can focus. The first is just set a timer for 10 minutes and declutter your workspace. 10 minutes, set a timer. So you're not going to get overwhelmed, because you only have to do this for 10 minutes, right? So the first step is just declutter and organize for 10 minutes. Only keep items that serve a purpose for your current tasks. If it's something unrelated to what you're currently working on, put it away. Create zones for specific activities, like you got a work zone and a storage zone and a to be filed zone, things like that. That helps your brain not be all over the place, if you know what I mean. So set a timer, 10 minutes, declutter and organize. Step number 2, optimize your layout in your work area. Keep your most used items within arm's reach. You shouldn't have to get up and walk across the room and open up a drawer every time you need to use a stapler, if you use the stapler a lot, So keep your most used items within arm's reach. I mean, think about ergonomics. Is your chair supportive? Is your screen at eye level? Small tweaks can make a big difference. Third step is to manage noise and interruptions. Now, some of that can't be helped. but a lot of it can be controlled. Noise can be a silent productivity killer. So use noise canceling headphones or play white noise or background music that helps you focus. Now, not your favorite songs with the lyrics because you're going to sing instead of work, but just some kind of background music that helps you focus. And if interruptions are a problem, use a do not disturb sign or establish clear rules with the people that you live with or you work with. I had a client who put a sign up on she had a cubicle, so she really didn't have a lot of privacy, but she put a sign up and she said, I'm doing deep concentration work when this sign is up. And so people knew not to, just stop by and start visiting with her at her desk because she was not able to get things done. So they started, it took a while, but they started to respect that and understand what those boundaries are. Now, step number 4 is to minimize digital distractions. Turn off non-essential notifications. The world is not going to blow up if you don't respond to every time your phone dings. If you're tempted by social media, use tools. There's something called Freedom or Focus Me, things like that block distracting sites during work hours. Now, step 5 is to add personal touches to your workspace. Your workspace should inspire you. When you sit down, you should want to work, right? So add a plant, a motivational quote, a photo, something that you like, that you want to sit there, it makes you smile. Keep it simple. Don't put a bunch of stuff. Like I remember, did y'all ever watch that show, Criminal Minds? And I can't think of her character. The analyst, she had blonde hair and glasses, and she always had all this stuff all over her desk, all these little toys and focus, fidget toys and little figurines and stuff like that. Don't do all that, keep it simple. The goal is focus, not more distractions, right? So just to recap, we covered why your environment matters, the biggest workspace mistakes, and a 5-step formula to create a distraction-free workspace. So declutter, optimize your layout, manage noise, minimize digital distractions, and personalize your space. Now it's your turn. So which step are you going to take first? Comment below, and let us know, or send me a DM. I'd love to hear how you're transforming your workspace. These things that I suggested are not hard and they're not time consuming. You can do this and it will make a big difference. So if you found this helpful, share it with somebody who could use a productivity boost. So we're going to meet again next week. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things if you want more of this kind of training. So thanks so much for joining me today. Remember, small changes lead to big results. So I'm Cindy Baker. I'm a productivity coach, an ADHD specialist, a speaker. And if you want more tips like this, follow me on social media. If you are looking for a speaker for your event, please send me a message and go create your distraction-free workspace and watch your success soar. All right, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.